Student friends, in yesterday's lecture, we discussed the syllabus prescribed by Punyashlok Ahiladevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur, for BSc Part 3 Electronics course. Students, we studied the course structure, how many papers you are required to be studied in the semester 5 and semester 6, how many marks are kept for theory university assessment and also the college assessment, along with practical university assessment as well as the college assessment. We also came to know that you have to visit to the industry, you have to perform one project, you have to complete one self learning course on your own resource, and you have to submit its a certificate. All these aspects which are expected to be covered during this particular academic year are put in front of you. Now it's time to proceed according to the syllabus provided by the university for your course. Dear students, I myself is Kumbhararich, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics. From today onwards, we are going to start paper number 12, Electronic Communication, which is meant for 100 marks, out of which 80 marks are to be associated with university and 20 marks are associated for our internal college assessment, in which you have to submit home assignment and you have to appear for internal examination. By keeping that particular view in mind, today we are going to start with topic number first of paper number 12. The name of the topic is Fundamentals of Communication. Dear students, almost all we are communicating with each other directly or indirectly. As far as meaning of communication is being considered, or the aim of communication is being considered, by any means, whatever we want to express, it is to be produced to the other person. It is to be made to understand by the other person. And that is the structure of life. In our everyday life, we are communicating with each other to express our views, opinions, constraint from one person to the another person. And this communication in our everyday life is taking place verbally or even by non-verbally. Verbally means through words, through certain languages, we're expressing our views, opinions, thoughts to the other persons. This is called as the verbal type of communication. Non-verbal means without saying anything, the communication is taking place. Just by smiling face, one is going to understand the expressions given by that particular person. If the face is ugly, that is going to produce some another aspect to the other person. If face is cruel, that is going to give another expression to the person. So all these are non-verbal type of communication. Friends, we are interested in the similar aspect, but by other way. So prior to proceed further, let me discuss with the lecture plan with which how we are going to proceed to complete this particular topic under the title known as the plan of our lecture. Already we have started with the topic number 1, that is the fundamentals of communication. In that we are going to cover at the beginning dictionary meaning of communication, which we have already started now. By understanding the dictionary meaning of communication, we are going to study meaning of electronic communication. Our interest is from here onwards. What do you mean by electronic communication? Prior to that, just you are going to understand the meaning of communication. Then what is the need and importance of electronic communication? Why it is necessary? What is its important? If it is not existing, then what is going to happen? So that we are going to study in the need and importance of electronic communication. Then we are going to study what are the elements involved in the electronic communication. After that, we are going to study in general the block diagram of electronic communication by using the elements which are involved within it. This is going to give you a brief idea about the electronic communication. Then we are going to study the types of electronic communication. In that, we are going to cover concept of analog and digital communication in brief. Then we are going to study simplex and duplex system with its concept. Then we are going to study the meaning of noise, its types. Then we are going to study signal to noise ratio, and lastly we are going to cover the noise figure. When we are going to complete all these aspects, you will be familiarized with fundamentals of communication. What are the fundamental things which are required to undergo the electronic communication? That aspects we are going to cover after completing all these sub articles in the topic of fundamentals of communication. Dear students, let me begin with meaning of communication with which we are interested to be aware. While we are studying the meaning of communication, let me begin the dictionary meaning of communication. Now, dictionary meaning of communication means whatever the meaning of communication, it is given in the English dictionary, the literary meaning of communication. As far as literary meaning of communication or dictionary meaning of communication is considered, we can say that communication, it is the process. Communication, it is an act. Communication, it is a skill. Communication, it is the art. Of what? Art of passing the information, message, views, expressions, opinions from one person to the another person, so that another person is going to understand whatever the person to be communicating wants to communicate with him. So this is the dictionary meaning of communication, or this is the literary meaning of communication. Again, I will repeat. Communication is the process, it is method, it is an art, it is a skill, it is an act of what? Act of passing the information, passing the message, passing the expressions, passing the views, passing the opinions from one person to the another person, and make another person to understood whatever the first person want to say. A communication is said to be a fruitful communication provided the person is going to understood whatever other person want to communicate with him. If he is going to understood, then and then only we are going to say that the communication is successful or communication is fruitful. Otherwise, no doubt, the person who is expressing the views, opinions, he expressed it, he communicated it, but other person, if he is not going to understand, that is not the fruitful communication. That is not a meaningful communication. That is not a successful communication. And such a communication we are performing every day in our life. From the beginning of the day till at the end of the day, by birth till up to death, such a type of the communication, maybe it is in the verbal form or maybe it is in the non-verbal form, the communication is continuously going on. Such a type of the communication is going on amongst the people in our house, in the society, in teaching and learning process. Such a type of the communication is taking place. Friends, teaching and learning process plays the very important role as far as the process of communication is being considered. If the teacher has perfect skill of communicating the matter in a proper way, which is made to be understood by the students, that communication we can call it as it is the successful communication. And that is the purpose of teaching and learning. Teacher is teaching, maybe it is offline teaching or maybe it is online teaching. In offline teaching, face-to-face communication is there. Within that, the blackboard teaching is again a very perfect teaching, with which through the communication process, teacher is going to give the knowledge of that particular subject to the students in the classroom. But nowadays, due to COVID pandemic issues, we are going to communicating with each other through online platform. Dear students, this online communication, it is possible only because of existence of electronic media or electronic platform. And that's why, just by understanding the meaning of dictionary meaning of communication, we will shift towards to understand the meaning of electronic communication. Dear students, electronic communication means definition remains same, but some additional aspects are to be added. So that's why we are going to define here the electronic communication. It is the process. It is again an art. It is again a skill. It is again an act of passing the information from the source towards the recipient. Means it is a process of transmitting the information from transmitter after processing through the channel towards the receiver by using the electronic media. Students, please remember that definition is the same. Here also the information, the views, the expressions, the opinions are transmitted from transmitter toward the receiver after being the information is processed through the channel. It is the process of passing, processing, sending and receiving the information by using the electronic media. I am going to quote you some examples which belongs to the electronic communication. For example, telephone communication, telegraphic communication, television communication, ISDN network, mobile communication, internet communication. So many examples are there by means of which we are expressing our opinions, expressions, thoughts, information from transmitter toward the receiver through a certain channel. We are passing the information by using the electronic media. Such a type of the communication, we can call it as it is the electronic communication. Dear students, as far as electronic communication is being considered, we can say it is a process of sending, processing and receiving the information by means of an electronics or by means of an electronic media. This communication might be a wired communication or non-wired communication. Means between transmitter and receiver, if the cable, a wire is connected, then it is a wired communication. If the no cable is connected, it is called as non-wired communication. Wired communication means a cable communication where the cable is connected to your television from transmission station. Telephone communication where the cable is connected. Non-wired communication, mobile communication. Satellite communication where no cables are connected. Internet communication. All these are wireless communication. So maybe electronic communication that takes place through wired channel or wireless channel. Examples which I already quoted, that is telephone, telegraph, television communication, radio communication what we are getting. All these are the very good example of electronic communication. Or in other words we can say, by just remembering the names telephone, telegraph, radio, TV, one can get the idea about the electronic communication. Friends, this is the meaning of electronic communication. Why this electronic communication is necessary? What is the need of electronic communication? In one sentence we can say, electronic communication, it is a system that plays a very important and vital role in transmitting, processing and receiving the electrical signal in the form of radio frequency range that carries the information, that carries the audio signal, that carries the message, or in other words we can say the message, the information from the source, it is converted into electric signal, and this electric signal is transmitted in a radio frequency range. From transmitter, it is processed and it is made to be received at the receiving end. This is what we can say, this is why we can say electronic communication plays the very vital role in carrying the information in a radio frequency range. And this radio frequency range communication that takes place via telegraph, telephone, broadcasting audio signal, a video signal, radar communication, radiometry, radio reception, computer communication, internet communication, point-to-point communication, microwave link, satellite communication, mobile communication, optical fiber communication, fax, paging, ISDN, digital communication. So all these are the variety of the communication that takes place only because of the electronic communication. So that's why to undergo such a all type of communication, electronic communication is needed, and that's why electronic communication becomes much more important. Students, I think you are understanding the aspect of why electronic communication is needed and what is its importance. Electronic communication, it is a process by means upon which the signal is carried away by converting original information into its electronic signal in a high frequency range. From transmitter, it is a process and it is received by the receiver. The signal may be audio signal, it may be video signal that can be used for telephone, telegraphy, radio, television, radar, radiometry, computer, satellite communication, mobile communication, internet, optical fiber communication, fax, paging. All these communication, it is possible only and only because of there is existence of electronic communication. So that's why electronic communication is needed, and that's why there is the importance of electronic communication. Friends, radio frequency range can also be used that travel through the space and communicates over a long distance. Because of only electronic communication, the signal is carried away for a long distance. Meaning thereby, I am going to quote here an example. When we are going to speak with each other, there is a limitation of distance. If large mob appears when we are speaking in the classroom, if the limited students are there, okay. If the student strength increases, then one has to make use of mic and amplifier as a system, and that is a part of electronic communication system, where amplification of the original sound signal it is to be done, and then it is to be transmitted to the several receivers. Whenever we are interested to listen the program on radio, which is coming from the radio station, which is far away from us, it is not connected by the cable, and this communication is possible only with high frequency signal. So that's why high frequency signal covers a large distance. Even it is true for television communication, even it is true for mobile communication, even it is true for satellite and internet, and also it is true for fax communication. Means long distance communication is made possible only because of the electronic communication, and that is its importance, and that's why electronic communication is needed. The processing of the due to electronic communication, the processing of the signal improves quality of the signal received at the receiving end. In the electronic communication, as the signal is processed, processing means it is modulated, amplified to cover a large range, and even though that range, by covering that particular large range, the good quality signal is going to be received at the receiving end. For this, I am going to give the evidence. You are watching the television system, you are listening the information on your radio, it is a good quality information. Even though distance is large, the quality of the signal is again good, it is better. We feel pleasure with that particular signal at our end, but it is coming from far distance. And this is because of the processing that takes place within the electronic communication. In short, we can say because of electronic communication, good quality signal will be received at the receiving end. Due to electronic communication, due to processing in the electronic communication, height of antenna is going to be reduced. Intermixing of the signal is also reduced. Speed is going to increase. One can get any information about the environment, temperature, pressure, natural calamities, flood, earthquake, volcano at the receiving end immediately. And that's why there is the importance of electronic communication. Friends, on the television, on the radio, we are going to get the information about the flood, natural calamities, earthquake, volcano, information about the cloud, information about temperature, pressure, atmospheric conditions, environmental situations. All these informations are provided on the television, on the radio, immediately to protect from the natural calamities. And that is possible only because of the electronic communication. So that's why there is the importance of electronic communication, and that is the reason why there is a need of electronic communication. Dear students, in these three aspects, what we have studied is the dictionary meaning of general communication, meaning of electronic communication, and also why electronic communication is needed and what is the importance of electronic communication. Friends, let me proceed further to deal with elements of electronic communication. Means to undergo this electronic communication, what are the elements involved? Friends, these are the elements which are involved within the electronic communication. That is, source of signal means it is the place where the signal is produced. From where the signal is obtained, that is called as source of signal. Second element is a transmitter. Obviously, it is related with the modulator. Next element is a channel through which the high frequency radio signal is traveling. Then there is the antenna. Antenna, it is a transmitting antenna as well as the receiving antenna. And at last, the receiver, where actually signal is going to be gets received. So these are the elements of electronic communication. In general, we can say elements of electronic communication involved as a source of signal means from where the signal is generated. For example, suppose audio signal is to be communicated, then acoustic sound signal is the source. It is given to the mic, and that is converted into the electrical signal. So this acoustic signal is a source of signal. It is converted into the electrical signal. Transmitter. So converted electrical signal, it is processed within the transmitter, because to make it to travel a long distance, it is required to be processed. To reduce the height of antenna, to increase the speed, the signal is going to be processed within the transmitter. Details we are going to study in the next topic. After processing in the transmitter, it passes through the channel. If wire is connected, it passes through the wire, it is called as a channel. If it is passed through the optical cable, it is optical fiber, it is the channel. If no wire is connected, it passes through the atmosphere, it passes through the space, and that is the channel for carrying the signal. Channel means the wire, the space through which the high frequency signal travels from transmitter towards the receiver. Then antenna is again an element of electronic communication. Two antennas are required. One is at the transmitting end, another one is at the receiving end. Transmitting end antenna transmits the signal, the receiving end antenna receives the signal. We have antenna in our house connected to our television. It is the receiving antenna. Transmitting antenna is used to transmit the signal. Details of transmitting antenna, receiving antenna, we are going to study in forthcoming topics. Then there is a receiver which is used to receive the signal at the destination. After doing processing in the receiver, the signal is received by the receiver through the receiving antenna. So that's why source of signal, transmitter, channel, antenna and receiver are going to act as the elements of electronic communication system. Dear students, assuming this is the first lecture where we have studied the plan of our lecture, and also just we understood the meaning of communication under the title, its dictionary meaning of electronic communication, what is its need and importance, and elements involved within that. Dear students, that's all about today's lecture. Next time we will meet with the general block diagram of electronic communication system.